Hello and welcome to the vanEupen Arena. I'm Patrick Bratton and I'm glad to bring you today's matchday coverage of Vauxhall Motors fixture with Ashton Athletic. In this episode, I'll be interviewing officials from Ashton, our very own goalkeeper Cieran and we look back at extended highlights as I'm joined on commentary by former fullback Wayne McDermott. Let's kick this episode off with an interview with Cieran. Cieran, you've been here for a couple of weeks now at the club and you've saved some penalties in the shootout and even scored one. That must be quite the thrill.
Yeah, I mean, just getting back to basics with the lads, it's just nice to get the win overall against a team that's doing well in the league above and getting through to the next round of the cup, to be honest with you.
The club's been on quite a good run of form recently since you came in. Is that all down to you?
No, it's nothing to do with me, to be honest. I thought I'd come in, try and settle down first couple of games. Weren't the best for us, to be honest, but ever since then we've kicked on, 4-5 now on the bounce, is it? All the lads turn up to training week in, week out, putting the graft in. We go through a bit of a bad part of the season and hope we've come through it now and hopefully we can kick on towards the end, back end.
For a goalkeeper, having a solid defensive base must be the priority. And that's what you've had.
Yeah, I'm just a back line. I try my hardest when it comes to me, but the people in front of you, they do all the hard work and it comes down. And yeah, it's been fantastic. One change, a couple of changes. Tom Mitchell looks like he's back to full fitness and playing out of his skin, so yeah.
And going off the back of this run of form, what can this team achieve?
Good question. Achieve anything you want to achieve, to be honest with you. As you see, I weren't here, but like the likes of Macclesfield away, getting beaten the last kick of the game, just going through a bit of a bad patch at the moment. Now we've come through it, and definitely next season, even the back end of this, see where we can finish in the league, and hopefully kick on next season and push for promotion. And
on today's game, what kind of game are you expecting?
Ashton have been struggling the last couple of games, so expecting a very, very hard game. You have to be on top form to win here today, and it's probably a must win for us because to keep the momentum going and to get us up the league, highest possible finish.
A team fighting down there presents a harder prospect, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, we were down there not so long ago, 3-4 games ago. We were looking below us, teams are picking up points, and there's nothing worse than fighting a relegation battle. So these will come here expecting to win a game, needing to win a game. So yeah, got to be on top form today.
Thanks for joining us, Cieran. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're joined by Ashton's Brodie. Richard, welcome to Vauxhall Motors.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit about the state of the club on and off the pitch.
Well, as you can see, the league table doesn't look pretty reading, to be honest with you. We're struggling for results at the moment. Like I said, the league table doesn't lie. Working very hard to turn things around, and I fully believe, myself and Jay, the staff, and as well as the players, have been working really, really hard. And unfortunately, at the minute we're not getting the results. Luck hasn't been on our side either. So as long as we keep working hard, keep being honest, keep trying to do the right things, I fully believe our luck will turn around.
As you say, you're lower down in the table, 19th at the minute. It's going to be a fight until the end of the season.
Yeah, it's a massive fight. We've got 13 cup finals left. There's no doubt about it. The only way we're going to get out of it is by winning football matches and picking points up. That's what football's all about. At the minute, it doesn't really matter how we play, as long as we get the result at the end of 90 minutes. And we're looking to come here today to get a result. I know you lads are on a great run. 3 without conceding, I think, and 4 unbeaten. So it's going to be tough. Like every game is going to be tough, but like I said, the league's very, very hit and miss. Teams beat one another all the time, and you see shock results. So it's non-league football, and we'll keep going. We'll keep doing the right things and keep positive.
A couple of wins for Ashton could shoot you right up the table, couldn't it?
Yeah, without a doubt. But we can't keep saying that. We've been saying that for long enough now. We've got to take responsibility in our own jobs as staff and as players. And we've got to get out there and get a result. And like I said, if we keep doing the right thing, keep being honest, I fully believe our luck will turn around. Because there's a good group there. There's a good group of players. A lot of ability. We do lack a little bit of experience, but unfortunately nowadays, the climate that football is, especially non-league football, there's not money to throw around and bring players in.
You mentioned Vauxhall's good run of form. How do you see the game going today?
I came here earlier on the season with Cieran, and it's always a tough place to come. Vauxhall's a good, very, very good side, experienced side, know how to win football matches, and I think going forward, we can take a leaf out of their book and how to win football matches, and sometimes you've got to do the horrible things right in order to get the results and to earn the right to play football.
And give our viewers one of your players to watch for today's game.
Can't say myself, can No, look, at the moment we've got a lot of young lads with a lot of ability. Like I said, we lack experience, but as a group, if we grow and we keep working hard and we keep this group together, we can build. And we've got Josh Nico on one side, we've just brought Eddie Servants in on loan from Cieran have done us a favour. So I'm losing on loan as well today from City Liverpool. Experience that's really going to help us out today. So hopefully as a group, as well as a substitute, we've got 2 players coming back from injury, which will be a massive plus for Bandy and Sam coming back. So things are looking up, like I said, but football's results based.
Well, Richard, we wish you luck for the rest of the season, just not today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Wayne, welcome back to the vanEupen Arena. How good does it feel to be back?
Oh, it's really good. Just pulling up into the car park now, seeing the big Vauxhall Motors sign on the ground brings back a lot of memories. Got a real good memories about this ground. It's been over 20 years since I've been here. I popped back for a drink with the lads a few weeks ago, and the memories all kept rushing back here.
What's your outstanding memory of your time here?
It's obviously got to be the FA Cup run. The giant killing against QPR really stands out in our memory.
Still talked about today.
Still talked about today. 20 years on. But Vauxhall's been a brilliant club for me over the years. Fantastic setting. As I say, looking over now and seeing the setup, the youth, the academy. It's a fantastic club to be a part of.
Vauxhall are on a good run of form at the minute. What have you made of them so far, and what can they do for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think they're sitting in 13th at the moment, so 4 wins in the last 6. I think they'd be anxious to get 3 points on the board today. Mick McGraa want to control the game. It's a fantastic opportunity against Ashton Athletic, who are on a real terrible run of form. It's a brilliant opportunity to start climbing the league table today.
They're fighting for points. Could that make them a harder opposition?
Yeah, they're a young side, and I'd be a little bit worried if it was at Ashton's ground. You know, it's not the greatest place to go, but you know, it's a great setup here, nice pitch. I can only see Vauxhall controlling the game and getting it comfortable today.
I believe you have something ready to show us.
Yeah, so 20 years on. I would like, well, obviously today is a fantastic day for me, co-commentating on the game against Ashton Athletic. So I'd like to donate this shirt to the club history shop, and hopefully it could be displayed there for years to come. It's been knocking about in my house for 20 years now. I can't seem to get rid, so it's time to pass on the good memories.
That's a great gesture, Wayne. Thank you for that, and thank you for joining us today.
No problem at all.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the vanEupen Arena. Today, Vauxhall Motors are taking on Ashton Athletic in the North West Counties Football League. I am delighted to announce that joining me today on his commentary debut is legendary Vauxhall fullback Wayne McDermott. Wayne, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the vanEupen Arena. How does it feel to be back?
Yeah, good memories. Just driving up to Vauxhall Motors. Memories kept rushing into my mind, and all the good times I've had at this club. Catching up with some old players, having a cuppa about 20 minutes ago. Still the same faces, you know, but they're committed to Vauxhall Motors, and yeah, it's good to be back.
It's good to hear from Wayne, and we'll catch up with Wayne a lot more throughout the game and throughout today. First up, the team news. We'll start off with today's visitors, Ashton Athletic. In goal, on a season-long loan from Chorley, it's James Aspinall. We're expecting to see new signing Adam Hughes in the centre-back position alongside Niall Moran, with Joe White and Regan Brown as the fullbacks. In midfield, Callum Wilson, Hogan Acko and Sam Harding. And up front, in the front three, Josh Nicholson, Eddie Servett and Richard Brodie, who also happens to be player manager. Now we move on to the home side, our very own Vauxhall Motors. Cieran, who made a fantastic contribution in the recent cup game against 1874, scoring and saving multiple penalties. In the back four, we've got Ethan Goulburn, Simon Thelwell, Tom Mitchell, Greg Drummond. In the midfield three, Sean Moscrook, Joe Heath, Jordan Deere. And up front, Joe Brandon, Ashley Rowan and Cieran Napa.
Ashton kick-off.
The ref gets us underway on this crisp January afternoon. Miss you long for the summer days, but this is the bread and butter of non-league football.
Exactly right. A little bit cold up here, but the thermal's on today in the big coat, so we're all prepared. Looking forward to it.
In their league position, Wayne, Ashton will just want to keep this as tight as possible for as long as possible.
Yeah, they will. As I say, want to try and stay in the game.
Cieran
Try
Napa on
not
the
to
left.
concede early.
Sends the ball in, keeper's forced to send it out for a corner.
Looking to sneak one before half time.
Here he is again. Oh, he's... Balls from the right, it comes out. Was that a chance? Good save from O'Loughlin, then he has to tip it over. Ashton really coming to their own at the end of this half.
Yeah, Hogan Echo just driving there again, as he's done 3 or 4 times in the last 10 minutes. Trying to invite the free kick, but Vauxhall defenders dealt with it well enough.
Harding will send it in again, but for O'Loughlin, Vauxhall could have found themselves 1-0 down. Be a disaster to concede at this point now. Wayne, right before half time, sends the ball in. It's a free header.
You called it, Patrick. You called it. He looked dangerous, didn't he? Joe White with a commanding header. It comes to the near post and he's not challenged. Yeah, you could feel it coming. Pressured at Ashton. We're putting on Vauxhalls in the last 10 minutes. Corner comes in. Joe White with the header. Ashton Athletic 1-0. Yeah, this is
to replicate that.
Yeah, this is where they'll look to add another. Looking dangerous again.
Ball once again. The header comes in from the defender and the Ashton player stabs it in. Poor defending from Vauxhall.
Poor defending, but Ashton looking so dangerous on set pieces.
You could almost see that coming, Wayne.
Yeah. Great ball in. Vauxhall almost just failed to defend it. 2-0 Ashton Athletic.
Sends the ball in, but the pinball's forced to Napa's feet actually. Once again he gets out wide, keeps the ball in, and it's in the box. Thelwell with the cheeky back heel.
Yeah.
Cleared off the line.
Really unlucky.
That would have been a spectacular goal.
He's pushed forward Thelwell in the last 15 minutes. He's playing in that little number 10 off the forwards. He found himself in a really compromising position.
Cries from the Ashton faithful there as they know their team are pretty much. There goes the final whistle. 2 set-piece goals ultimately lead to a very encouraging win for Ashton Athletic, but a deeply disappointing result for Vauxhall. They had the potential to push up into the top half of the table, were undone by 2 moments of madness. They played fairly poorly, Wayne, but they didn't really fashion any chances.
Yeah, not a great afternoon for Vauxhall. Wayne McGraa won't be a happy man. However, full credit to Ashton Athletic today. Come here with a game management and managed to seal that victory. All's not lost, back to the drawing boards, work hard in training, start moving up that league table.
All credit to Ashton and a safe journey back home for their players, their staff and their travelling army. Wayne, how do you reflect on your commentary debut?
Really enjoyed it, Patrick. Really enjoyed it. A little bit nervous. It's the first time for me to co-commentate on a game, but I've really enjoyed this side of it. Unfortunately, didn't get the win today.
Don't worry, we'll invite you back.
But maybe get invited back and won't be that bad omen for Vauxhall.
Well, it's been such a pleasure to have you, Wayne. I think you do have a future as a co-commentator. Thanks for joining us, Wayne.
We'll see how it goes. I think Ali McCoy's is safe in his job.
For a few weeks. So it ends here at the vanEupen Arena, 2-0 to Ashton Athletic. Next up for the Motors is a home tie against Lower Breck here at the vanEupen Arena on Tuesday evening, where Kevin Thompson will join us on commentary duties. I've been Patrick Bratton. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Mick, that's a disappointing way to end a good run of form.
Yeah, we were just bad. It was a really bad day at the office. We didn't have any tempo, lacked quality, just all the things you do when you get beat, and we just didn't do anything right. But credit to Ashton, I thought he worked hard and deserved the win. We were really poor.
2 set-piece goals were ultimately the team's undoing.
Yeah, well, we kept going. 3 clean sheets out of 4. We looked really strong, but as I said, we just weren't at it today. We just weren't at it at all. We didn't. No leadership. No, we just switched off at obviously crucial times, and yeah, it was a bad one.
So further on to that, what did the team not do today that you've been doing in the last few games?
Work rate, quality. Just didn't keep the ball good enough. Taking too many touches. There was lots of things that went wrong, and when you have 4, 5, 6 lads have bad games, you don't deserve to win any football match. And unfortunately today, that there was more than 4 or 5 or 6. It was just went through like a virus, and as I said, we weren't good at all.
What do you need to work on between now and Tuesday's game?
We can't work on anything really, can we? We've got to. I hold my hands up myself. I made a few 3 or 4 changes today because, I thought lads have been doing well in the friendlies and training we've done. So obviously we've been on a good run. I thought it'd continue, but it just killed everything that we've been working on myself. We just didn't keep the ball enough. Our wide men and midfielders didn't keep the ball. We given the ball away. As I said, it just wasn't good. But we put it right Tuesday night. Big game against Lower Breck. Tough game, so maybe we'll rise to the tough one.
Hopefully this should just be a blip and another good run of form following it.
Well, let's hope we can.